Hey guys, this is Cathy Kelley, your WWE backstage interviewer, and you're on the Real News Talk channel. Lately, I've been secretly training inside the squared circle to become a wrestler and or potentially being a manager too. I can't say too much at this time, but I promise you, it's gonna blow your minds when I deliver you some unique stuff down the road. Retronic Ice Cat, you know what the fuck to do.
Wow, 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 wow. What a surprise. The lovely, gorgeous April O'Neil of WWE, Cathy Kelley, training to wrestle at the WWE Performance Center. Wow, this is a surprise because I never thought we'd hear Cathy Kelley training to become a wrestler at this stage in her career. Despite her saying on Chris Van Vliet's podcast that when she first entered the business, she was training to be a pro wrestler. And after taking a few bumps, she decided that this wasn't for her. So she decided to take backstage roles, you know, by interviewing people and announcing matches and stuff and reporting news. And she has done that for quite some time. I know she departed from the WWE. She took a break during the pandemic and came back 2 years later in 2022, I believe. And ever since then, she's just been a backstage interviewer. And she's been killing it. You know what I mean? She does a great job and she's very unique as well. But now she's actually stepped back in the ring and actually taking it further. She's pursuing to become a professional wrestler. And this time, she seems to be taking it a lot more serious than before, which is interesting because I've always seen Cathy Kelley as an on-screen character as well as a backstage interviewer. You know, it's similar to Jonathan Coachman back in the early 2000s when he first came into the business. He started off as a backstage interviewer, then all of a sudden he was doing commentary, and then became an on-screen character and stepped into the ring and did his thing. So Cathy Kelley could be following the footsteps of Jonathan Coachman, which would be very interesting. I would love to see how her character would be in the ring, you know? It'd be very intriguing to see what she can deliver as well, because I believe she will kill it as well. She will kill it in the ring as well as she does backstage as an interviewer. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me get into the article because this is interesting and very intriguing. Cathy Kelley may be ready to ditch the backstage mic for the wrestling ring. According to a new report from PW Insider Elite, the longtime WWE interviewer has been training at the company's performance center in Orlando. Kelley has been doing in-ring training and promo classes for some time. The report states, signaling that her role in WWE could be expanding beyond interviews. While there's no confirmation that she'll be wrestling full-time, the report did suggest a possible next step, a manager type of role. It's unclear who she might be paired with, but it sounds like WWE is laying the groundwork to make Kelley a more prominent on-screen presence. That sounds very interesting. Seems to me that she'll become a manager as well, as an in-ring competitor. Kelley is currently in her second run in the WWE, returning in 2002 after stepping away from the company in 2020. She's since become a regular face backstage on Raw and occasionally pops up on SmackDown. On top of that, she served as a co-host for digital exclusives, including the 2025 WWE Slammy Awards along with Big E. From backstage to center stage, it's not out of the question. And if WWE's long-term plans pan out, fans might soon see Kelley step in between the ropes instead of standing outside them. Well. I would love to see that. I would love to see Cathy Kelley step inside the squared circle and see what she can deliver, you know, and also becoming a manager. She reminds me of April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, because April O'Neil, you know, is a news reporter. And I remember a scene where she got kidnapped by Master Shredder and the Turtles had to go and rescue her, you know, from Master Shredder. So they could plan something like that, similar, you know. They could pitch ideas from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, with Cathy Kelley if she plans to step inside the square circle or become a manager, you know. One of them ones. But yeah, Cathy Kelley training to become a wrestler. It's very interesting, you know. Even though she's 36 years old, but hey, she's still fresh, so, you know, it's not too late. So, Cathy Kelley's been keeping, she's been keeping it stush. She's been keeping on the down low. You know, she's keeping it as a surprise. So, let's just wait and see when her in-ring debut starts. So, yeah, this is the Retro Kid, Retronic Ass Cat on the Real News Talk channel. Let me know your thoughts on this, man, because this caught me off by surprise because I never thought that Cathy Kelley would ever step inside the squared circle or even pursue wrestling, you know, after a stint tryout, you know. But yeah, say no more. Peace.